What it do? Welcome to Club 32, the Gridiron Podcast, the People's Podcast. So we keep it real, no fluff, no filters. I'm your host, Ron, and we're back with my co-host, Jordan, and my cousin, Mike. And we came back to recap the matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Bears upsetting the Packers 31-27. Let's talk about it. But look, let me tell you what I want to talk about right quick. I want to talk about what actually looked like a routine playoff night for the Packers. Like, okay, you know what I mean? But what it ended up being is one of the most unforgettable wild card games in recent history, if I do say so myself. I think most people would agree. But the Packers jumped out, okay, to a commanding 21-3 halftime lead, controlling both sides of the ball through the first half, okay? But Chicago, they refused to die, rallying back and outscoring Green Bay 25-6 in the fourth quarter. And by doing so, they secured the first franchise playoff victory since 2010. 10. How long ago was that? Was it 10? Oh, yeah. 16. People got kicked. It was a child that was conceived, is born, and is 2 years away from graduating since the last time that they had their playoff victory win. That's crazy. Talk about it. So let's feel good like that. But hold on. We're going to get on to that and more. Let's dive into it very soon. But before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can stay in the loop with Club 32. Let's get straight to it.
The last thing Romeo Dobbs got on his head.
What you mean? The cushion safety. He's trying to be safe.
That special helmet.
Yeah, like what?
It looked like extra large.
Why he just
It's
asked
like
for
a fat head.
It's a cheese curd because he a Packer. It's a curd like.
Yeah, it make him look like a little bobblehead out there.
But look, Romeo, why you picking on Dobbs?
Nah, I just seen it just now looking at the highlights.
Picking on Dobbs.
That's the first thing I seen. All I seen was head.
But
head so big.
But nonetheless, though, like giving all kudos to Caleb and how he came out and really like, you know, came back after this super slow. Because I thought it was over. Like, look, this is over. This ain't even happening. But after his late start, for real, I mean, the way he was able to come back and really orchestrate, I mean, well, some people might consider, you know, an amazing jaw drop. Cinematic for the book, historical. But no, it was an amazing fourth quarter drive. Like, he really came back and did that. Like, I mean, honestly, like, hitting them off where they need to make it happen. I mean, 25-yard touchdown. DJ Moore been doing this thing as of late. You know, 143 remaining. We're going to make it happen. That's what they said. And then he finished with 361 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't want to talk about that. But look, got highlight real arm talent. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, he seems to be growing into, I mean, what you would call maybe an ideal poise that you would want for your quarterback going into the playoffs. But nonetheless, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Green Bay actually looked like they was just going to come out and do what they wanted to do and just go home. Like, we ain't got time for y'all. Hey, yo, bro, go home. No. But, look, they fell asleep. Bears took over. It is what it is. I mean, look, especially missing field goals and stuff. I mean, you got to get it together, brothers. We believe in you. You didn't believe in yourself, and that's not my problem. No else. But nonetheless, honestly, you know, I mean, kudos. I mean, they made the playoffs 2 years in a row. And you just got to get back and make it work something. But I mean, look, starting with what y'all thought of the game and what y'all saw and what y'all, from your perspective. I mean, what's your overall take of what you saw, and just give like an overall consensus for each team. Like, you know, I mean, it is. I mean, we know the Bears are moving on. Is it anything that you know? How do you see their perspective moving forward? Are they capable to continue this type of momentum moving forward? Or, I mean, the Packers, like, what went wrong and what do we need to do? But yeah, just a general wrap up of that from y'all's perspectives. On matter. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, we can jump into it. That's cool. Ooh. Jump into it.
Um. Well, this game kind of for the Bears, from the Bears' perspective. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this has pretty much been their season, on the majority of the year. They've had
Mm-hmm.
7 comebacks and fourth quarter rallies for
Mm-hmm.
this year, and so
Wow.
you kind of had to think that even though Green Bay was dominating the first half, uh, the coach, I believe his name is Ben Johnson, has them believing that they can come back. Kind of almost had that Detroit effect.
Yeah.
Where they just believe. That no matter how many points they're down, they're gonna come back and win the game, and that's pretty much exactly what they did.
Oh,
Uh,
serious?
and then, like as far as Caleb Williams go, this is my thing with Caleb Williams. I still feel like Caleb Williams is that same quarterback from last year. The only difference is, uh, last year they didn't know how to win games. He had a lot of turnovers. He kind of ran
Mm-hmm.
outside the pocket a lot. He wasn't patient in the
Yeah.
pocket. Now he's in the pocket. He's a little bit more patient. He's learned from his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing really about his game that has really impressed me other than the fact that he's shown that he's flexible and coachable under the new coaching regime with Ben Johnson. And so coaching has definitely benefited him. Uh, but I think his skill level, he's still showing the same things like last year. I'm not concerned really at all about the Bears' offense. There's not like there's nothing about their offense that really stands out other than the fact that they believe in each other as a team and they've gone through a lot of adversity. So
Mm-hmm.
last year, losing those close games to this year, now they're winning those close games, 7 comeback wins in the playoffs, and they do the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, guess not really surprising how they're doing it, but they got the job done. As far as the Packers go, they again just blew it. They had the lead going in 21-3.
It was up.
It was all in their hands, and they let it go.
Who they lost
They
to
let
last
it
year?
go, and I'm not gonna say it's unfortunate, but it's just pretty much become who they are really at this point when it comes to the playoffs. I mean, this whole season, I felt like the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love in particular, underperformed and was really just in need of a star wide receiver, number one receiver. That is, because he never really had one, and they drafted Golden, who had a good game today, and I think as far as the wide receiver department goes for Green Bay, they can only go up. But um,
Yeah.
Jordan Love, the first half was the Jordan Love that I was expecting to see the entire season, and we didn't see that. Some of that because health, but going into this game, they just didn't finish. They just
Yeah.
didn't finish. They did not put them away like they could have. Didn't run the ball well in the second half. Didn't take advantage of turnovers. Now they back to sitting
You
on the
have to
couch.
be able- You have to. You're right. What do you do?
Hopefully they can figure it out.
I don't have to. I'll do something. You can't. What? This
I
big
mean,
money up there, man. It's the pack.
yeah, they got to figure it out. But the question is, are they going to figure it out?
Yeah. They got it.
And I mean, I guess the only way, I guess I don't think Trayvon Diggs played in this game. I don't think he would have made a difference in this game anyway. Just being real. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I believe Michael Parsons would have if he was in the game. If he were healthy, you're talking about Gray and Parsons on the ends. Man, that's tough right there. But I mean, still, I think if anything, the Jordan Love and the Packers need to do probably going forward is just get younger at running back and just find an identity, running the ball and then just spreading the ball around with the wide receivers that they have. Because they had some drops too, you know. They had some critical drops.
They really did. You're not lying. Not lying. Not one bit. Those type of things you got to work on. I mean, especially like you see, you got to pay attention to that moving forward. Especially like you said, they're going to be going up against harder opponents.
Yeah.
But look, you got to consider the fact that Chicago, they erased an 18-point deficit.
Yeah.
That was the largest playoff comebacks in the franchise's history, and also it was the biggest postseason lead blown by the Packers under Jordan Love.
Yeah. And I mean,
That
they really should have been the most
was
motivated. I mean, the Packers when Ben Johnson comes out and he says, "I've enjoyed beating the Packers 2 times," and I think they beat them twice this year already. In the regular season. When he comes out and they got the cheese shredder hat on, you know, over there shredding cheese and everything. Packers should have been the most motivated team on that field.
you would think so.
To put up, they should have been, we're not just gonna put up 21. We're gonna put up 40. We're gonna stomp you out. And they just didn't do that. They just didn't do that. Like Lil Wayne said, they lost to a quarterback with painted nails.
Huh? Hey, and that hey.
Mm.
But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, Green Bay just dropped the ball in the second half. It went into the half 21-3.
Yeah.
And then you end the game. If you had to compare them in halves, the first game you played, and so the second one is like, see, when you look at it, it's not. They fell off. You go from 17 in the first and them having 3, and then you only doing 6 and they doing 28. Like you said, they gave a lot of the other things seem to be very consistent. Okay, let's break it down. When you look at the total yardage, all right, you're looking at 421 in the Packers, Bears 445. Passing yards, Packers 328, Bears 361. Rushing yards is 99, 93 to the Bears. Yards per play, think it's a huge margin? No. 6.0 to the Packers, 5.8 to the Bears. Turnovers, Packers, Bears, 2. 0-2, okay? Time of possession, 27-19 to the Packers, 32-41 to the Bears. And so the little difference would be you know, the you look at the turnovers in this battle and these type of team comparison stats outside of a simple maybe little overage in time of possession, most games are put together a lot more obvious than this. And so what I'm noticing and what you've seen is it was a very competitive match defensively until it wasn't. And what ended up happening is when Caleb Williams came to his point at the end of the game, that's when Chicago could essentially look at this like our quarterback put up these amount of stats in this amount of time. He won't even fire in the whole game. So what if they really get him in tune? He can come out and end the same way. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just something to really keep an eye on. I mean, nonetheless, yes, he still got growing to do. Their throwing stats look just like the other ones. Jordan Love 24 for 46, 323 and 4 touchdowns. Caleb Williams 24 for 48, 361 and 2 touchdowns but 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
They're the people that messed up the turnover battle and still won the game. What does that say about Green Bay? But I don't know.
Once again, like the special teams, they missed that extra point too.
Team matters.
Kickers, man, they got one job. Just make that extra point. That's all they got to do. And he missed it. They would have. They were already in field goal range. You don't want to be in that position anyway. But where you have to kick a field goal to tie the game. But all they need if they make that field goal, they make that extra point. All they need is 3 points in that the last seconds of the game.
And everything will be.
They was trying to go for the win.
Yeah.
Go for gold, man. Ricky Bobby, if he ain't first, you last. What y'all know about it? That was my movie, man. That's funny, but you win some, you lose some, and what happens? You live to see another day. The Bears advanced to the divisional round. With this dramatic comeback, the number 2 seed Chicago Bears advanced to the divisional round where they will host either the number 3 Philadelphia Eagles. He's supposed to be showing the shirt today. He's not even synced up. See, this is what happened when birds fly. No, your altitude too high. Now he want to jump. We talking about the Rams now. Or the number 5 Rams. It don't count.
I've been at work. Y'all know how it is.
Like 32.
He just mad his team ain't in the playoffs.
So don't worry about my team. We're gonna see y'all next year. Don't worry about it. We coming.
And he gotta tighten down.
I'm a member of that. Don't worry. I'm gonna clip that. I'll clip that one for you, partner. So the Bears either gonna go against the Rams or the Eagles, man. What is gonna be? Wow. You nervous? It's okay. We here for you. So, brother,
who nervous?
So confide in me.
Who nervous?
It's okay. We'll get you a headband so your face don't get wet. I got you, bro.
No.
But
no, that to a 49ers fan.
You know what? Chicago. Huh. So y'all, hold on, y'all. Y'all want y'all. Who y'all play at?
We're playing at our house.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a home game.
Yeah, the 2 and the 3.
Number 2. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, the 2, 3, and 4. They first games be the home games. And then normally, how it's supposed to be, the 4 seed was supposed to beat the other seed, but the Panthers didn't take out the round, so it was close to it, but
Gotta be quicker than that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be quicker than that. Did So how would you rate Caleb Williams being able to bounce back in the fourth quarter like that? And you know what I'm saying? Just because I mean, y'all saw it. I mean, it really like game was over. It wasn't nothing, not to this magnitude to be able to come back. But I mean, at the moment that y'all was watching it, or when you followed the story of what happened, how did you feel about that at that point? Like I said, when you look at really when he was at his first half, you get a second half. I mean, he did do. I mean, 28 points in the fourth quarter is crazy. That's what I just. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not common. And I mean, it can happen. But yeah, I'm sorry, 25 in the fourth. Well, 28 and a half. That's what I mean. But 25 in the fourth alone. Came back. Everybody tried to tighten up after halftime. Green Bay scored nothing, and Chicago scored 3.
Yeah. It
And then
really
they
came down to the I mean, it just came down to the really, third quarter. Like Green Bay, they only ran 11 plays in third. You know,
it was scoreless.
point they punted all three of them times, and so it's like they didn't move the ball. You got to credit their defense, Chicago defense for keeping them in the game in the second and in the third quarter. Then going into the fourth, uh, they just kicked into a different gear offensively. Um, they got the field goal, which was real frustrating. At that point, you think the game is over, and I think that's just what they got, lax and and comfortable when they scored. It was 21-16. Then it just went all downhill from there. Then you had touchdowns and you missed field goals and drop passes and just a whole lot of missed opportunities. And um, I really think Green Bay lost the game because they just didn't have a lot of depth at the running back position. I don't think Josh Jacobs were fully healthy. And
Yeah.
19 carries for 55 yards, and they didn't really give the ball to anybody else besides him, being the main guy. So
Yeah.
if there's anything that need to be addressed for the Packers, it really is just addressing the running back room and
True, true, true.
you get Parsons next year, but they don't help them tonight. So
They're gonna bounce out. They're in the same position. I mean, they're a little
yeah,
bit better. Well, same position like the Panthers. I mean, like I said, it sounds cliche for every team, but some teams don't have to make as many adjustments or pivotal points of perspective that you're really trying to understand what they're gonna do
yeah,
and how they're gonna. But yeah, I mean, I actually feel exactly. You know what I'm saying? When you're coming from with it, when you look at what they're able to build around, and then you look at the lack of what Green Bay's supposed to represent, it's especially within that division. So I think that one because I can't. It worked out for these two coaches this year, but let's not forget the intensity of the other two coaches. Like
yeah,
JJ McCarthy is going to be a problem, and Dan Quinn. I think with Dan Quinn, he's an emotional guy, and not the bad, but he passionate, and when things happen to this magnitude, he tends to bounce back pretty good. So we're gonna see how everything really balances out with him. But it's gonna be good to see how everybody come back and how everything really comes together moving forward with the other teams this season. How because we cutting them off. So we down to that's 2 gone. It was 14. It's 12 left. So and that's gonna shave dramatically. Am I saying that? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because we got the 2 teams on the back. I keep picturing the bracket and going off of those numbers, but I keep forgetting the invisible. What you think? Um, let's see. If,
it's gonna come down to execution. I think for both
it
teams
is.
going for this one, it was because the Packers' lack of execution.
Yeah,
But
on
it
defense.
being a divisional game, it means more. You know what I'm saying? These
And that's what I would
two
expect.
divisional rivals, that know each other personally. They split. I think I was wrong. They actually split during the regular season. Green Bay won one. Um, and the Bears they won 1-1. So going into this game and for the Green Bay to lose this way, um, they should motivate them for next year. But this was really their year. I think Green Bay. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was their best chance, but technically, to me, in my opinion, Green Bay should have been the favorite in the NFC, right up there
That's
with
what I was
the
thinking.
Rams.
I
You
was
know,
thinking that.
it did. There was really no excuse. Because
Was it?
they got some wide receiver. They got wide receivers. They got the tools. They got the tight end. They got a good running back in Josh Jacobs. Had a solid defense. And I mean, still they came up short. This is the year that Caleb and that Love looks back and they just took it. They just didn't take advantage of it. I have to think, next year everybody's gonna be 10 times better, like you said. So because
Yeah.
I
Have to
mean, just
approach the
within their division, Caleb Williams is not gonna get any worse. I don't think. JJ McCarthy is
Johnson.
not gonna get any worse. You
Ben
know,
Johnson. Yeah.
Detroit ain't going nowhere. So
But what we're gonna do, because we're gonna end up actually looking at a little more into that, and not specifically what you're talking on, but I know looking at some of these contracts and free agents is gonna be another, I don't want to say telltale, but an indicator or something to keep an eye on is how these teams are gonna move and transform their pieces in the offseason. Look, Fly High, two things. How do you see Chicago moving forward, and what does Green Bay need to do? Where would you invest that to make your team better if you was Green Bay in the offseason? So,
Offensive line and the defense for sure.
for like interior defense, edge, where do you see the issue in the
Cornerbacks and
middle?
edge.
Hmm.
Because it seems like if Michael Parsons and I forgot the other guy, forgot what his name is. That's bad.
Gray thing.
You said what you was trying to figure out?
Okay, well, yeah.
Oh, you got.
Seems like without Michael Parsons and the other guy in is nobody can, you know, get back there fast enough. Yeah, they had some spurts in the game, but compared to what they would have had if Parsons and the other guy was out there, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
somebody got to generate some kind of pressure. And I
Some.
mean,
That's how I feel about my team.
can't stop the Bears receivers from catching the ball. They having separation every time. Every time one of them caught the ball, separation. Maybe a few plays it wasn't no separation, but other than that, separation.
Yeah, that's how they beat us earlier this season, which was weird. We stuck in there for a minute, but I could really see that happening. It's just, I mean, it seemed to be where we at. It's because they fought for the opportunity, they got it, and I guess we just got to see what they're gonna do with it.
Hmm.
Now, Chicago, on the other hand, moving forward, they need to stop playing from behind. You're not gonna beat
Mm-hmm.
every team in the playoffs like that. Mm-mm.
No, because they've done it a few times this
Mm-mm.
season, but yeah. Mm-mm.
Man,
You got lucky with Green Bay. You got
yeah.
lucky with Green Bay. Yeah, I ain't saying that to say nice. You got lucky with Green Bay. They was missing some
Yeah.
pieces, and they almost
Mhm.
beat y'all.
Convincingly.
No
And
cheese.
No
that's
No.
why I'm not a huge believer in Caleb Williams. I'm not all the way there with him yet.
Mm-mm.
To me,
Yeah,
he's the
yeah.
same quarterback as he was last year.
I
Look
got a
like
homeboy that's a Bears fan, and he was telling me before the game, he was like, "Man, I think we're gonna lose this one." And this was before the game.
I give him credit for when he had some. Caleb Williams had a couple of good throws, but
he
like you
did.
said,
He's
I
not gonna
mean, they need to stop playing from behind if they're gonna
Mhm.
really be a dominant team in the NFC. That'll be the next level for them to be playing ahead instead of playing from behind.
Yep. That's their off season. That's what they really got pay attention to and other defensive pieces and stuff like that. But I mean I think they'll get it all together. Time will only tell, honestly. Time will only tell. But this game right here was trying to figure out a short word. I know, simple. A very I guess cinematic to say the least. The I mean, to be able to come back in the race in
Yeah,
Superman deficit. I mean, most people don't. That's I mean, it's similar to when the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, like coming back from that deficit, like that's you don't see those type of things that often, especially in these high intensity situations, especially when it's people who've been there before.
mm,
Seeing how they roll, because I'm like, look, when the Packers knew that they was locked in for the playoffs, like, okay, cool, we locked in. Not even about position at this point. It felt like, oh, we'll let most of our people rest to get everybody back better and healthy. And then what we'll do is we'll put out some of our other rotational pieces so they can get some experience. But nonetheless, it just didn't seem to be enough. I mean, Soldier Field went into a frenzy. If you wasn't watching any
man.
news, highlights, and how crazy it get out there, they can compete with the likes of Philly. You know, they can come to Philadelphia and shut their Eagles stuff down. But hey, ain't nothing about that. But look, I mean, for the Bears, we're gonna see what to do. We're gonna see what they're going to do with the
Yeah,
opportunity that they fought for.
yeah,
Uh, for the Packers, I mean, you can say drag back to the drawing board, but because I mean, I think you got some important contracts to consider. Um, I
Yeah,
don't know. I
you can
want to
say
say
that.
though, me, y'all know what they like cap space and stuff. Like, I don't know how hard would they be able to attack free agency, but I don't know. I mean, hey, we're gonna see. Time will tell. Time will tell. One day at a time, one game at a time.
yeah.
We'll get to where we want to get to. I mean, y'all got any final thoughts on the game? Uh, just about anything. Special performances, player highlights, stuff not to do that you learn from. Waste of experience, whatever. Some short and sweet, like sugary beats. No, don't mind me, y'all. I'm sorry, but no. Yeah, just I don't know. Just anything y'all jump on the wave.
I mean, these was two good games. I
Yeah,
can't lie about that one.
yeah.
Niggas got their
First game and
Two.
this game, these two good games. Congratulations to both teams. Romeo Dobbs, take that shit off your head.
leave alone.
Caleb Williams, just be prepared, my boy.
Stop being a bully, bro.
Well, it's not me being a bully. Man, you
Stop
got a
being.
bobblehead out there with that shit on.
Hey, look, he's safe. He keeping you safe, and
Man,
me,
just tell
and
him to
all
put
of.
some more cushion on the inside of his helmet.
Be nice. Be nice. You got any final thoughts, Mike? Or
Uh, nah, I mean, my takeaway from both of these games, it really just comes down to special teams. Uh, special teams are executing plays. That's what it really come down to with both of these games. Missed field goals, block uh, punts, field
Mm-hmm.
position,
Yeah,
all those things make a difference in the playoffs.
they do.
Playmakers, I guess, give a shout out to Golden for,
Yeah.
what the big plays that he did make, catching the
Mm-hmm.
ball for Green Bay, and for Loveland,
Yeah.
two rookies. Loveland, they've been waiting for Loveland to have a game like this for a long time, for pretty much the whole season in Chicago. And this is the reason why they drafted him. And so
Okay.
for Loveland to come out and have the game that he had was really big because they needed every single yard um,
They really did. They really
for
did.
Chicago to win this game. And then, again, Caleb Williams, making the plays. I mean, we can doubt his abilities to lead, but he's the one that's behind the center. He got the ball to saying he got to deliver it, and so he won the game. He won the game. They did it. We'll
Yeah,
see
they
what
did.
like you said, we'll see what the future holds. And I mean the
Mm.
parity in the playoffs in general is just wide open right now. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. We don't have Lamar Jackson. We don't have Detroit. We don't have the Cowboys. We don't have there ain't none of them in the playoffs.
But he woke up now. Oh, see, I told you. Can't help himself. It's in his blood.
We don't have none of them in the playoffs, and it's wide open. So, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the games later on today. Um,
Yep. How
we'll
about them
see how
boys?
everything shakes out. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
It
fun to
is.
look see what they do.
It is. I can't wait
I'm
for that.
hoping. I'm tell you this is a hot take. I'm hoping that Brock Purdy does not throw over 200 yards. So I'm really pulling for the Eagles defense to shut
Yeah.
Brock Purdy
That's up.
down tomorrow.
No, we got
Uh,
you.
I got money. Please, I just need Purdy to throw under 200 yards.
The only thing that's gonna hurt us on our defense is
Mm-hmm.
this nigga pick on Adore Jackson and wins.
Leave that man alone.
Iconic note, I have been screaming on Adore Jackson since the beginning of the season. Nigga, you got one job. Cover the second best receiver on the team. El Capitan on the other side got the top dog on their team. If
Mm-hmm.
you need some help, wave your arms or something.
Just wave your arm. What's that, John? Family guy like flailing.
Yeah, do something like that to let them know you're in distress, so somebody can run in that direction. Cause I swear it seems like you be getting beat all the goddamn time.
He don't get to it. He don't get to it.
And you
Well,
better
I don't
not.
know. One day at a time, one game at a time. We'll see when we get to that point. But nonetheless, that's been another one in the books for Club 32. So, whether you cheered last weekend or you're going to choke this weekend, it is what it is. We just keep it raw, real, no fluff, no filters. And we want to thank you for coming on the show, rocking out with Club 32, where fans can talk about the game and you can do the same. And if you do want to get on the show, all you got to do is email us at club32gp@gmail.com, subject line Club32 guest. And make sure to
Yeah.
follow us at Club32GP on all social platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. And stay connected with the club for your chance to be a guest on the show and represent your squad the way that they're meant to be represented. Until next time, it's been real.
It's been
And good luck
real.
with your team. We're going to talk about them too. Really, really. Thank you. You're beautiful too. But hey, Until next time, I appreciate you. Look, be safe. We out. Peace.
We out.